police wouldn't do anything. I'm like, well, did you tell them the truth? She's like, well, I told them what they needed to know. And I was like, apparently not.
I mean, you tell people the truth. Like, that's the whole problem. Like you said, a lot of people want stuff to change, but they never tell the truth. They're like, oh, well, he's not that bad, or we have a kid together. Now I understand, like, what you enable this person, because let's say if y'all finally do break up, he's just going to go to another girlfriend and do a lot worse.
Yep. I mean, that's the thing is, like, I mean, you know, you actually got to tell the police that this stuff is happening, and you got to tell people that it's going on. You can't just ignore it. Well, I mean, the other downside to that is then you get all these people that are doing the complete opposite, where nothing's happening and they're saying it is. And that's what makes a really big issue nowadays, is because you can't really figure out what's true and what's not, because you get all these people who want their fame and glory or want to get payback at somebody for, you know, not dating them or not, you know, doing something or not giving them the right present or whatever the case may be. I'm just making shit up. I have no idea why they do it, but
I mean, a lot of people just see it on TV. Really, I mean, a lot of people think this would get revenge. If they go to jail, they wouldn't. They would toss them or something.
yeah.
I don't like. That's something with a screw loose, because you tell. I don't think a lot of people understand. If you tell on a guy that they rape you, like pretty much the guy would get his ass beat, raped, all type of shit, and then just to find out 12 years later, oh, he really didn't rape me, and then like you don't know what type of mental abuse that he dealt with in jail, out of all places. Not to mention that, like, you gotta think about it, for 12 years of his life he's been like in this incarcerated. Not to mention, like, if he get out, yeah, it may not be on his record, but then how can you explain for 12 years of your life you haven't worked?
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that, too, but I mean, the cops do this shit. Like, that's why I don't, like, a lot of the interrogation techniques that they do, to me, I don't think should be lawful. Like, I mean, you shouldn't be able to lock somebody in a room and literally keep them there until they confess.
Yeah, I learned this from TV. As soon as you get arrested, I just gonna say, I want to ask for a lawyer.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They technically still, like, can give it to you, but the whole time that you're waiting, I mean, a cop can be in there interrogating you, even though they're really not supposed to be, even afterwards. And then they,
I know.
Especially if you ain't got money.
I know that, but I'm saying, like, I learned this from, like, TV. Don't say shit to cops. Talk to a lawyer. Because no matter what, if a cop ever asks you to sign this paperwork or anything, they trying to get this case solved instead of actually doing what they're supposed to do.
I was trying to think. I'm pretty sure it was New York City. So New York City was having this issue. I want to say it's been going on for a while now, but apparently it's completely legal. So they'll ask you if you want a drink, and they'll ask you if you want a cigarette, because, you know, most people smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
So they use that to get your DNA.
I mean, you heard about the case in Pennsylvania with the person who sent, like, minor offenses to the maximum sentence.
What do you mean?
It was a judge in Pennsylvania that was sending, like, small cases. Like, let's say you stole, you could have, like, probation, or you could go to the jail for, like, 10 years. He was sending you to jail for 10 years.
Probably to make money.
Yeah, he was in on this, because the place that he was jurisdiction at, his, every time he sent people to jail, they go to this prison, and he used to get a cut.
Damn.
And, like, pretty much he did it for, like, 20 years.
Damn.
So just imagine all the kids that he was doing it for, like, teenagers.
That's crazy. And see, that's another thing that's just messed up. It's just our whole system that's going on. Is that, I mean, like I said, dude, it's just everything nowadays is just a completely fucked up mess. If I'm being real. I mean, there's just so much shit I wish I could change or do stuff on that I know I can't. What are you looking up over there?
The Pennsylvania judge. But anything else you would like to talk about?
No. Pretty sure I just had my rant out for the day.
That's all right. Well, this is all for our 6-pack of beer.
Yeah, make sure everybody has a good night. Follow us on social media and everything else. We're still waiting on at least one person to subscribe to our Patreon.
Just stop saying it. So embarrassing. Everyone have a good night.
That's not embarrassing. I'm just trying to be helpful here.
Good night.